Before I start this video, I just want to say, Jill Valentine is my favorite female video game character, my favorite video game character of all time, aside from Sonic the Hedgehog. So Jill Valentine, this is for you. Okay, let's do this. This is gonna make me just come off as another angry white YouTuber game fan on YouTube, whatever. Strong female characters in video games nowadays suck. Now, before I go into why, I'm gonna say what I shouldn't have to fucking say. I got no issues with women. I'm getting married in literally like 3 days. I love my wife to death. I love women to death. I have a daughter. I am the only male in my house. And my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character that's not Sonic is Amy. Yeah, Amy. Not Tails, not Knuckles. The motherfucking pink hair bitch with the hammer. Yes, Amy is my second favorite Sonic the Hedgehog character. So when I say that female video game characters in modern day games suck, I don't want to come off as just some sort of female-hating lunatic. I'm going to actually lay out a case as to why I don't like females in modern video games. And maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you won't. But hopefully you won't cancel me on Twitter, or if in 10 years I decide to run for office, you'll accuse me of some fucking rape charge that never fucking happened. Oh my god. I can't believe you just said that, motherfucking who knows how many seconds in the video. Anyway, let's start with what I love about video game characters, just in general. Male, female, doesn't matter. When you're playing a video game, it's an escape from reality. You come home from a hard day at work, your boss is telling you you're awful, the customers you're speaking to are telling you to suck their dick, and you're just like, oh, I just want to be in Great Hill Zone. And then you get home, and you boot up Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're like, oh, everything is right with the world. Little animals stuck in robots. This is all that matters. Also, before I go further, that's Ahsoka Tano. She's a female. Also, top 5 favorite Star Wars characters ever. Women are great. Anyway, Ahsoka Tano aside, you get home, Green Hill Zone, you beat it, and you realize that all the rest of what's going in the Sonic game kind of sucks, because Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game, isn't actually that good. They get good from number 2 on, but the first Sonic game not that good. Anyway, going from there, I grew up in the 90s, almost 30 years old. I grew up in the 90s. So, the 90s was a good time for female characters. Let's just look at the PS1. You had Jill Valentine in Resident Evil. You had, what's her name from Dino Crisis? I don't actually remember, I'll be honest. But the main character of Dino Crisis, female. Blood Rain, female. Parasite Eve, female. In Sonic the Hedgehog, you would eventually get Amy as a playable character in 1999, or 98 for Japanese, but I doubt this will show up in Japan. You get Amy as a playable character. Point is, 1999 was over 20 years ago at this point. Female characters in video games kind of been a thing for a while, at least 20 plus years. But nowadays, when games like the new Horizon Zero game, or which the Alloy looks atrocious in, or Neil Cuckman's fucking game, Last of Us 2, games come out and it's, oh, females in video games, it's such a big deal, it's groundbreaking. Motherfucker, Sama's been around since the 80s or early 90s, whatever, and you're not gonna say shit? Like, Samus is the OG female in gaming. And let's not even forget about Zelda. Everyone just thinks of Zelda as like, oh, she is the Legend of Zelda's version of Peach. She's always kidnapped. Did you play Ocarina of Time? Link literally could not have defeated Ganon without Zelda's help. Now, was Zelda disguising herself as a male and changed her name to Sheik? Absolutely. but not because males are better than females. She was doing it to hide from Ganon because if Ganon caught her, game over, man. Game over.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Yes, no. Zelda, or Sheik, whatever, strong female character. Samus, strong female character. Amy in Sonic Adventure and onwards, strong female character. Jill Valentine, Lara Croft, strong female characters. I'm really tired of this modern day mentality that only modern females can be strong. Not only strong, but better than men. And that's why modern day female characters suck. I want to talk about a modern day example that I like. The only modern day example I like. And that's Baby Ripley. I say Baby Ripley because I don't remember the full character's name. But in Alien Isolation, he plays Ellen Ripley's daughter. Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver. Probably the most iconic, strong female hero in cinema history. Only against Sarah. Like, the only competition is Sarah Connor and T2. Like, that's it. That's the end all be all. Everyone brings it up all the time. The end all be all. Strong female characters. Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor. That's it. Well, in Alien Isolation, he plays Ellen Ripley's daughter. Well, no, she doesn't do. Talk about how she's a fucking female all the time. Look, you can be a badass no matter what your gender. It's that simple. The more you emphasize that you're a girl and that makes you strong, you've got the girl power shit going on, the more it invalidates your character.
It all comes down to this one penalty kick. Can the young woman break the glass ceiling and prove once and for all that a female can be just as good an athlete as a male?
You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender rules, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by implying that this is an exception and not the status quo. What? Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a feminist.
I'm almost 30. You wanna know what I grew up watching? Dragon Ball Z, DuckTales, and Powerpuff Girls. And I love all three of those motherfuckers. And at no point did 6 or 7 or 8-year-old me, or however old I was when Powerpuff Girls came out, think it was dumb because it was a girls' show. Shit, I also watched Winx Club and Mew Mew Power. Or Tokyo Mew Mew. It was Mew Mew Power back in the day. Anyway, my point is, cool was cool. That simple. But now, you know, I'm sure when the new Street Fighter comes out, Street Fighter 89.5 Ultimate Turbo Gotcha Glitch Multi-International Giga Drain Edition. Just made all that up on the spot. Cammy ain't gonna be wearing her famous One Piece. And I don't mean One Piece like the fucking ongoing manga. You know what I'm talking about. Her ass isn't gonna be showing. And you know what? That's annoying. And here's why it's annoying. Now, I don't play video games to look at a woman's ass. Like I said, I'm going to be married in a couple days. My wedding's Wednesday. There's only one ass I want to look at. But, at the end of the day, females are stronger in video games aside from their looks. But then you take a look at Alloy. She was kind of cute in the original Horizon Zero Dawn. And now she's just fugly. And it's not because, oh, graphics have gotten better so we get to make her look the way we want her to look. Nah, bitch. PlayStation 4 has been around for like 5, 6, 7 years at this point. You have the graphical capability then. You're doing it trying to send a message that fugly women can also be pro tags. And I completely agree. Fugly women can be pro tags. I don't want to play a game with a fugly pro tag, but I want to play a game with a fugly pro tag that's male or female. Video games are fake. I don't know if you know this or not, but you made them effectively in a lab. They're fake. Leon from Resident Evil, oh, he's a hot motherfucker. Dante from Devil May Cry, he's a hot demon motherfucker. Like, it's not just females that get the shaft. I'm not a super attractive dude. The fact that he was gonna marry me is pretty incredible. But aside from games where you get to build your own character, like Fallout here, you're pretty much stuck with a pretty good looking fucking character. Because the human eye is inherently attracted to good-looking things. You know, we like symmetry. I'm not very symmetrical. Look at the facial hair here. Like, good. Good. Shit. Like, humans are inherently attracted to symmetry, and usually the most beautiful people are those with symmetrical faces. Jensen Ackles and Sandra Bullock are both great examples of this. So, you don't need to uglify your characters just to try and make a political statement, because that's what you motherfucking do in Horizon Zero Dawn, or not Zero Dawn, but Horizon sequel. I don't know your fucking name. I don't even care enough to know. That's how little I care about you. You also need to kill off your main male characters to try and amplify how heroic or powerful your female characters are. And that's a stab at you, Neil Cuckman and The Last of Us 2. Like, The Last of Us is about to have a show come out. Pedro Pascal is at the top of his game. He came off Game of Thrones and got into Star Wars, arguably the biggest IP of all time. Arguably. You got James Bond, you got Harry Potter, you've got Lord of the Rings. Those are all right there with it. But arguably, Star Wars is the biggest IP of all time. And Pedro Pascal stars in his own show in the Star Wars continuity. Then, he gets this Nick Cage movie, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, as one of the leading stars. You know, him and Nick Cage. And now, he's going to be in The Last of Us show. Well, why have such star power for a character you unceremoniously kill off in the second game, undeservedly, because you want to prop up your feminist girl power? It's fucking retarded. Daniel Craig played James Bond, and while granted, he's arguably my least favorite Bond, he played Bond. You wanna know what he did before that? He was in Tomb Raider. No, really, go back and look at it. His accent drops in and out. It actually kind of fucking sucks. Daniel Craig is awful in Tomb Raider. But they didn't have to make Daniel Craig a pussy to make Angelina Jolie a badass. And therein lies the difference. They intentionally cucked Joel, hence Neil Cuckman, to make What's-Her-Puss look way better than she actually is. Had Joel been in the game less, just had a significantly less story role, that would have been fine. I mean, Ellie should be the main focus. While the first game is about Joel, it's all about what Joel will do for Ellie. So by the time of the second game, and time has gone by, it should be Ellie's turn to take the reins. I agree with that. I have no issue with that. However, when you decide to play the political game and kill Joel off to make way for What's-Her-Puss, I don't even remember, and then make the game all about her and Ellie, then you've got a problem. It's bad storytelling because it reeks of, political ideology and trying to bend the knee, or not, if not bend the knee, have a certain point of view that you want to shove down the gamer's throat. Now, I play a lot of video games. I wouldn't say I'm a gamer, because I suck at most of them, but I very much enjoy playing them. Before I made this video, I was playing Cuphead. Hard game, I'll never beat it. I'm sure there are people that have. I just haven't met one. When I'm not playing Cuphead, I play a lot of Resident Evil, Sonic the Hedgehog, Dragon Ball FighterZ, the list goes on. You want to know who I suck with in Dragon Ball FighterZ? Videl. Videl's a female. I don't suck with her because she sucks. I suck with her because she is so complex of a character, so good of a character, that a noob like me cannot adequately play her. I would love to have the skill to play Videl, but I don't. But you want to know who is part of my main team of 3, because it's a team of 3 you choose. Android 18. Another female. Android 18, in my opinion, is the embodiment of perfect female powerful character. She has a goal she strives towards. She has a personality that is not just, look at me, I am a strong woman, because brrr. She has feelings, she has thoughts, she has emotions, she has moments of weakness, moments of strength, pride. Android 18 is one of the most well-rounded female characters of all time. Honestly, better than Jill. I might like Resident Evil more, but there isn't a whole lot going on with Jill. She's a cop, she gets in a situation with zombies, it sucks. 2 games later, situation with zombies and big thing that wants to chase her, it sucks. And a couple situations later, she gets mind controlled and feels bad about it, it sucks. Jill isn't super complicated. She is still my second favorite video game character of all time, behind Sonic the Hedgehog himself. So, people like female characters. That's never been a question. Tomb Raider would not be one of the highest selling PlayStation games of all time if it weren't for fucking female characters. You know, Spyro 2 is arguably my favorite PlayStation 1 game of all time. I say arguably because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and Resident Evil 2 are right up there, because the PlayStation was just a good era for sequels. But back to Spyro 2, there's one thing that will always stick with me, and it's a line from a female character. At one point, Spyro appears before, oh my goodness, what is her name? Not Flora, not Kiora. Anyway, and he says,
"Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora."
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
"I'm a fawn, you dork."
Oh, sorry.
and that's that. She responds with, "I'm a fawn, you dork." Like, she just corrects him right then and right there. And he rolls with his own. I guess she's a fucking fawn. Like, yeah. I don't understand the modern day insistence on making women better than men. Both are fine. And the more you insist on making women better than men, the more your modern day female characters will suck. It's that simple. I don't know where you want the game industry to go, but I assure you, it's not gonna be anywhere good if you keep up this crap. The video game industry failed in the 80s because of an oversaturation of the market. And we're about to hit that point again. Not with an oversaturation of games physically, but with an oversaturation of political ideology in our characters that is making the core fan base, the nerds, the people that want to buy this game. Again, Fallout shirt, Resident Evil tattoo. The people that want to buy these games aren't giving a fuck anymore. Aside from Dragon Ball FighterZ and Cuphead, everything I've been playing lately has been 2005 or older. I've been breaking out the Wii to play old GameCube games. I've been playing fucking the Super Nintendo emulator on the Switch, playing, Legend of Zelda and the Mario game with Yoshi, Super Mario Lost World. Like, there's not been a lot of incentive for modern games. And that's not on me. It's not that I'm not into them. I love games. I'm looking real forward to Evil Dead. It's on you guys for creating shitty characters and shitty stories that no one wants to hear about. No one wants to play Saints Row and be a purple-haired Karen. That's not what it's about. Look, modern day video game industry, get your shit together, because you think that by appealing to this modern day postmodern woke crowd that you're going to get your money, because you think that's where everyone lies. That's not. That's Twitter. Twitter is only 15% of the population at most. There's not the people buying your games. They're not. It's that simple. The people buying your games are the ones that will tattoo, video game stuff on their arm and wear video game t-shirts and have entire walls of statues of pop figures and, anime characters, decorate with their house. we're the ones that are buying your product. And we are absolutely the ones that will stop buying your product and just play the same games from the Dreamcast era over and over again, or even worse, pirate them, because we don't have faith in you to put out a product we want to pay for. But that's just me. This has been Cody from the Nerd's Opinion, and what can I say? Gotta go fast!